devices are sensitive to the heat.
Yes, yes. And I said we could always do it inside from now on,
Yeah.
But
Well, we're back on live, but I think I had to start another one.
oh, okay.
I don't know if you'll find us or not. We usually lose about half our viewers.
We're over here.
Yeah. Most of the guys that follow us, they know what happens. They know it gets hot. That's why I try to do it in the back there. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
You
So
find it. This one says we're still alive on that one there, but I couldn't get it to work.
okay. So I need to go out and come back in.
I don't know. All I know is it's working there.
Okay. Okay. We're back.
You find it.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Let them know right away in case it kicks off again.
Yeah.
Let them know right away what happened.
Oh well, I did. And I said they
What
knew
did you did?
the heat hit the iPad. I've already told them. And we clicked out and started again.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, just click out of that page and go back and find us. We're live now.
One time we had close to 200. We're down to 27 now. Every time that happens, I lose almost all this.
Well, I mean, it's 2 hours is a long time anyhow.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, if it happens again before the 2 hours is up, then that'll be the end of it. I'm warning you now that if it's so hot that if the iPad shuts off again, then we're done.
Somebody calling you,
Yeah.
texting you.
I have no idea.
and Faye
Where'd you
Gallagher says
go?
that sees us from Ontario, so they could see us.
Oh,
And
good.
then Meta 37, yeah, I liked the house. I didn't like the location it was in. And I think I would have liked to find that house in the Finney area because that's a
Mhm.
beautiful area there for one. And I said, I have a lot of friends in that area that's moved from here. But it just, they had walking paths there that you didn't have to share
Yeah.
with golf carts. We don't have that up here. And I said, so I don't walk the golf cart path anymore because of that, because it was just too iffy,
Yep.
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 And it was like standing out in the street basically.
Yeah.
But down there, you don't have that. You had a walking path, and that was it. So,
Surely, we're up to 45.
so I would
Double.
have,
Almost.
I would have liked to have had it in that Finney
Double
area
again
there,
a couple
so.
times, and we'll be okay.
But yeah, since the prices went up so much, I see no reason to go anywhere. We're comfortable here. Don't you think?
Problem is that too many people know where I live and they just drop by all the time and you just get home.
Yeah, they just you can't hide. You don't have
You can't hide.
no time to yourself.
One of these days, a tour bus for the village is going to drive by and go, and that's where Skip
Yep.
Smith lives, is right over there.
Yeah, we're getting a trolley to come right through here.
Oh yeah, you didn't put the frozen peas on the iPad.
Oh yeah.
I put the frozen handkerchief or wash rag on there, and I got the fan blowing on it. So
Yeah. So they're coming back a little bit at a time. So
I just hate doing that because it doesn't stitch together. And
yeah, and then we lose people that way because I said they've already sit here for an hour and a half. So I understand that part. Yeah, they got to get on with their day.
Kelly B says we're late.
Huh?
Kelly B says we're late. We're not late.
And what?
Late.
What happened, Kelly, was there's the first half of this show, and my iPad shut off because it got too hot. We're outside and it's hot out here. And I had to turn it back on, and I couldn't get it to connect to the old show, so I just started a new one. That's what happened.
And Jerry's making fun of your wash rag.
There's an R in there.
That's what we said, wash rag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all hillbillies. Yeah, it's a wash rag.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can remember in school, I used to use the word ain't all the time. All the kids ain't. And all I got was lecture from our teacher constantly. There's no such word as ain't. You're using the language improperly.
Yeah.
One time I got in trouble and I had to go to the blackboard and write on the blackboard 100 times, something like no such word as ain't. I had to do it 100 times up there.
Oh man,
He was one of them, huh?
back in the day when they had chalkboards, right?
And I had to write. They don't even write nowadays. They don't even know what that is.
Mm-mm.
Brickyard Brickhead says top 10 upgrade show. Whole house water filter and any issues with the forever chemicals.
What's that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But you know, that's a,
I can tell you here in Florida, I'm just guessing what you mean by forever chemicals, like insect spray around your house or yard fertilizing and all that. They're very, very strict here, and the people that does the work here knows
Mm-hmm.
because everything here runs into a swamp, runs into a
Yep.
retention pond. There's animal life in there, and there's agencies that come through here all the time, and they test our water. They're testing ground. They take samples out of parking lots, looking for all that. So I don't think they have problems with chemicals here that much like you would say in Indiana. It is a problem because farmers have a tendency to over chemical their crops, and it washes into creeks and things. You don't find that problem here, I don't think.
Yeah.
Whole house water filter, I've had ours for, guys, going on 10 years. I know lots of people that's got it. We use Nova. I advertise Nova all the time because they support my channel. The other companies don't, so that's why I don't talk about them. I'm not sure if the other companies are any better or any worse. I never said. But Nova sponsors our channels, and so we do talk about them.
and we've always had good luck with them. We've not had
and
any.
they're also
any
residents
problems.
here,
Yeah,
and I support residents.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you use salt? Does that use salt
They
pellets or
tested
not?
my water, and he said I really didn't need it.
Oh,
And
good.
he said, but
That's
we
good.
do install them. He said, if you do want it, and so I asked him. I said, well, why would we need a water softener?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, in most cases, it's the ladies that want it because of washing the clothes.
Yeah.
It makes it such.
But ours is just the filtration system.
Right.
And,
Right.
and I said, that seems to work very good for me. So it took the smell out
Oh,
and
good.
out of the water and the sludge you get in the stool when you don't
Yep.
flush it. Yeah,
Yep.
it took all that out and
Oh, good.
made a big difference without having to put. The only thing that you'd really want a water softener for is everything around here has got a lot of lime.
Right.
And if you've got black fixtures, it does show up.
Yep.
So you can get a whole house water softener. We just never have.
Mm-hmm.
So we've never bothered with it.
Bill's upset because we lost contact. He said,
Uh-oh.
give me those tater chips back.
We already ate them. Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Bill wants to know what
last
color
one.
your shirt is.
Huh?
Bill wants to know what color your shirt is.
I don't know. Orange?
Salmon.
Salmon. Yeah, salmon.
Yeah, we'll call you a fish today.
I hate that shirt.
Salmon.
Something like that.
Mr.
It could
Marlin,
be peach too. I
I'm
mean,
still waiting for YouTube to notify me when you are on today. Yes, some people don't get. I don't get notifications anymore, but I know new people usually do. I don't know if there's a time thing.
The way it works is you got to hit the subscribe. Then you got to hit the notification bell. That's what that bell means. You want to be notified. And then there'll be a list that pops up when you hit that notification bell. Click the word all, and you're done.
Yeah. But now, like I said, I don't get them anymore either, so I think there's a time limit on
She's
when
not
now.
subscribed. She says she is, but she's not. I've checked on my list. My own wife is not subscribed to my channel.
I am too.
She don't know.
I am.
She doesn't know.
And I said, I know 2 or 3 people that don't get your notifications anymore.
Well,
it's a certain time limit after you've done it 2 or 3
I guess
years.
my only question is I'm subscribed to probably over 100 channels. I get notified every day about each and every one of them. How come I'm not missing one once in a while? I don't get missed by any of them.
I don't know.
And you guys do. That tells me the problem is not me.
Okay. You wouldn't know it if they missed months. So anyhow, Mr. Marlin, yeah, he says he's still waiting for YouTube to notify him. And Karen, Kathy B, was it Kelly B? She said she missed the first half because she didn't get a notification. But now, Kelly, you know we're here at noon or thereabouts. So
just double check because YouTube's making changes. I got notified early this morning that they made another change last night. Make sure you're still subscribed because they get kicked out all the time. I got kicked out of a couple of mine because I check mine on average about once a week. I check to make sure I'm subscribed to these channels. If I don't get notified about a channel, you know, I watch people just like you watch people, and they always post at the same time, same day, every week. I mean, that's what you got to do. I post Monday for videos, report settings at noon, and Friday's news. The video and news is always at 6 o'clock at night, always.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're not getting notified at 6 o'clock, like I didn't get notified about a couple of them that I know religiously, they put them up at 6 o'clock on Monday, and I didn't get notified. I immediately go into it and see if I'm still subscribed. And I found a couple of them where I was not.
Hmm.
I did not unsubscribe, but because YouTube makes these changes, I don't know how this works, but glitches happen, and you get kicked out and not even know it. I had a lady that was a Patreon member for years, and I don't even know how this happened. And then one day she, no, I'm sorry, she was a YouTube member for years, and she sent me an email. She said, I just now noticed that. She said, for some reason, she said, I got kicked out of your membership for the last 2 months, and she didn't even know. I didn't say anything because, you know, people come in, they be a member, then they leave, and then they come back, and they leave. And that's fine. I don't care. I mean, you budget your money the best you can. But she's been a member for years, and so for her to leave, because, see, YouTube doesn't notify me when you leave. That's why I really prefer Patreon. If you leave Patreon, I get an email saying you left.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't say why, it just says you left. And then I can send you an email to find out if there's a problem, or you know, you just decided you don't like me anymore. I mean, whatever the problem is. But the YouTube doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So,
Terry Frank says, hi from St. Louis. I was on a lifestyle visit 3 weeks ago, and I'm still looking for a home. Well, Terry, your home's here. You know, you you just have to keep looking, because out of the thousands that they have here, I'm sure there's something that you'll eventually like.
Yeah.
If it's a matter of what place it's in, a lot of people like the pre-owned homes because of the bond. And I said you can get a better deal on your bond or not have a bond at all the farther north you go. The new areas, they do have
you know, as you get
pretty good
older, I think
size.
you lose your sense of humor. You're getting at that 70 age where I say that people start losing their sense of humor. Phil says, what color's your shirt? Read it again.
Your shirt or his shirt?
We're right here,
Her
right
shirt?
here.
Skip shirt.
What color?
Oh.
He's making fun of wash, collar.
Oh.
We're not saying color.
Color.
We're saying collar.
Okay.
The worst collar.
It wasn't because it wasn't funny. I just didn't get that.
You just, yeah, right. You're over 70. You lose your sense of humor.
Yeah, and Phil says it's salmon collar.
Collar.
How does he know he's not here?
Yeah, he was here a while ago. He brought the chips.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we could call it salmon or peach. I think either one would work.
Yeah.
We were in
But
Georgia,
yeah,
peach.
Terry, you know, there's all kinds of homes down here. You just got to decide which one would be best for you. And then, you know, pare it down to which ones you can afford, what area you'd like to be in. You know, Skip's always said, figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that'll give you an idea of where you want to live.
It's just so crowded with homes now. It's so big that I can understand where people say, I've looked at so many homes. But when you come down on a lifestyle visit, the first day or two, you're probably going to look at 100 homes. You're just going to go to lifestyle visits. You're going to do it.
Wow.
And after a while, it's like looking at new cars. Do you want it with, without? Do you want the blue, the red? Do you want the long one, the short one? You want the tall? You want a convertible? Hard? It gets confusing. You don't know what you want. And so I always say, just to help out, and I don't care, this applies anywhere, not just a new area, that just kind of know, if you can, what is it you really want to do when you come here? You want to go to squares every night? Is that a priority for you to dance because that's your exercise thing? You want to go to the swimming pool every day? Because we have a neighbor that does that every morning. That's her exercise thing. Do you want to play golf? A lot. If you know what you want to do, that will narrow your search down, because you're going to want to buy a home kind of close to what it is you want to do.
And here he said he wants to sell his house first, and that makes sense. Yeah, you want to sell
one up north?
Yeah, in St. Louis. So
St. Louis.
Tony K said he's looking for a house too, and like I said, you didn't stay long enough.
That's right.
Yeah, next time, come back and stay a little bit longer. Oh, and you know, you could rent Kevin's house. He's got it for rent. January, February, March,
there
and
you
April.
go.
And there might be a new golf cart sitting there when you come down.
Yeah,
He's looking.
you never
Right.
know. Oh, Jackie wants to know where I got the fan. This is one of those promotional deals where I don't know, you buy certain things and they send you something free. It was one of those, and I had it on my computer actually, because there was a thing on there that also you put a little scented oil in it, and the fan would run, and it would make the smell around it.
Fancy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But it was very, very nice. But I've never used it for anything. I didn't know what to use it for, and I was thinking Deb bought me one that was like this, but it plugged into the computer. This one doesn't. It runs by battery, and it's on a clip, so it clips onto the arm of the chair. There's just not very much air, but it moves the air around. So.
Mm-hmm. You don't have
Okay.
a Bed Bath and Beyond, do you?
Yeah.
Or I know they were closing some of that's probably you could probably pick up something like that there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Amazon probably has
Amazon,
them.
oh sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon's got all that Chinese junk.
Well, I said, Deb, get me one, and it plugged right into the computer.
Go to Walmart.
So,
They got more
Wow.
Chinese junk.
oh well.
What?
You're a big fan?
I didn't buy that.
Oh no, where do you think it come from?
I don't know. You bought it.
Well,
'Cause
okay.
If that depended on me to go to Walmart and buy that, it'd still be at Walmart.
A lot of people are not getting notified. It's not just me. So, and
I'm just trying to help to figure
Yeah.
it out. That's all. And that's one of the first things that I know you want to do.
and you have to allow notifications
And
from
you
YouTube.
don't want to check on just as whether you're subscribed. You have to hit that bell, and then you have to hit all.
Oh. Yeah.
But you have to be able to have notifications. If your notifications is off because it makes noise, then you won't get the
Right.
Oh, you mean on your phone?
yes.
Oh, that could be true. I never thought of that.
Yes,
When
and actually that might
notifications
be my
Monday?
problem because I've got that turned off because
When do you send your
mine
notifications out?
made him
I get
upset.
them.
They do it when we go
Oh,
live.
they do it. Okay.
YouTube sends it out to whoever.
I think I got mine. Is it Monday?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Tuesday.
Now, if I'm going to do a show in advance, then I can put out a notification that on this day at 7 o'clock we're going to do this.
Right.
I can do that.
You do a little
Yeah.
short or reel.
But since we quit doing W&L regularly, I haven't done that for a while. I'm thinking seriously though. I have been thinking about it here lately. I haven't done a live call-in show in quite a while.
I like those.
I always think about I do them in the evenings, like 7 o'clock at night.
Yep.
When people's home.
Those are good. Interactive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
here it's about that time of day where they're half drunk anyway, and you know.
Or sleeping off the night
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, they're calling out saying, "Hey, is Ethel there?"
Rose Crumb says she's a newbie to YouTube, and may I ask what is Patreon?
Patreon is a membership. If you go down to the description box below, I'm sure Jerry will put up a link that you can
Thank you,
click
Jerry.
on.
Yeah.
It takes you straight to my Patreon page. It's the way you support my channel. You can get on there for as little as I think it's $2 a month, and then it goes up from there. There's different tiers. Most generally, every tier gets the same thing. Mostly, your number one thing on there that you'll get is everything on there is commercial free. There's no commercials on there at all. I'm not going to do that because I feel like if you're paying a monthly fee to be there, I'm not going to be greedy and try to get commercials.
Yeah.
Craig is a Patreon member, and he'll
Yep.
tell you what I'm telling you is true. Everything.
Yeah.
There's also some things on there that I only put on there. Now, once in a while, I may take something out of that and put it on a YouTube channel because I'm too lazy to edit something else. So I just say, well, I'm going to take that and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
But-
most generally, there's some things on there like true or false.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yep.
you guys have got like 20 or 30 of them,
Mhm.
and YouTube may have gotten a couple. They haven't gotten a lot. And I get good response on them, true or false. They seem to like them. I don't know why, but they do.
And Rose, YouTube calls it Patreon, but it's basically like being a patron of the arts. That's you support an artist. That's kind of what you're doing with the videos. It's called Patreon,
Yeah,
and you're supporting our channel
yeah.
basically.
And then you can have private emails with us. Like if he sends me some response on Patreon, you got email normally, but on Patreon, you can send me an email through Patreon, and nobody else sees it but me. And I respond to those pretty quick because they're Patreon members. And we started having a Patreon lunch here once every other
Yep.
month.
Yep.
And that's basically one of the benefits of being Patreon. But then I started the YouTube members channel, and I got YouTube members. So then we started calling it, I think, members lunch or something like that. You got to have a name for everything.
Yeah.
And we invite everybody, and we have a place where we meet. And sometimes Phil shows up with his special Phil fudge.
That's right.
Eat it responsibly. That's all I got to say.
Eat it responsibly.
Meadow 37 wants to know if we ever fly for vacation.
Yeah, we've flown. I've flown to Vegas. We've flown to for vacation, though. No, I've flown to Indianapolis and Fort Wayne to see the kids. Call it vacation. When you're retired, there is no vacation. This is vacation.
Yeah.
We took a cruise. So we didn't fly down there. I drove down there. We flew to Indianapolis. We've flown to Fort Wayne several times to see the kids and friends. But vacation was one time many, many years ago, and there was a specific reason why we flew. I didn't want to fly.
Yeah, you'd never flown before when we went to Vegas. It was the first time you ever flew.
We flew to Las Vegas a couple of times because the second time we took Dick and Jean with us. And by the second flight, I was an expert.
Yeah.
Ain't that the way it always is? First flight, you're nervous. You ask questions about this. So
you know it all.
About this. The second flight, hey, come on, no big deal, man.
Now, was that a propeller plane?
Oh, God. I'm not that old, am I?
No, it was a jet.
Even though I do remember TWA.
Oh, yeah.
I remember what it stands for. Trans World Airlines.
Oh, it's to
Gringo
this day,
says I go outside for 5 minutes and y'all leave me.
That's what happened.
The iPod got hot and it just went blank. So kind of wasn't our fault this time. It's very, very hot here. And we've got a cover on it and we've got the fan blowing on it and it still gets hot. You know.
Phil Beard put a link up there. I don't know what that's for. I don't know if that's Patreon or not, but I do know that Jerry Bell, down here on the bottom, it says www.patreon.com, and it has my name. That's the link to get the Patreon. Sign up for $2. Try it for a month.
Yeah.
See what you think.
And now he doesn't have dozens of Patreon openings. He only has a certain amount because he wants to be able to talk to y'all. So, we don't have thousands of Patreon members.
Most of them are limited, especially the $25 a month level.
And if they don't have, if there is not a spot, just wait. if somebody leaves or somebody dies or,
Probably the most popular spot on my Patreon would be the $5 a month. It's probably more than any of them. 5 or 10, somewhere in that area right there. 25 is rare. Those people really must like me to be there. And I don't know why. I swear I don't. But they're there. And the ones that's in that level, they stay forever. They just never go anywhere. The $2 a month level is kind of strange the way it works. I always figure for the work we put in for $2, you're getting a lot for $2. But it's funny because they come and they go. They come in for a month or two, then they go. And then they come in for a month. And the same people sometimes come back 3 and 4 times, so I'm not sure why they go. Sometimes I get an email from them. They tell me they have like credit card issues. Where a credit card was scammed or something, and they left and they didn't know about it, or I don't know, there's just issues like that. And I understand that because I remember one time at the gas pump. It was in Miami, right?
Yeah.
I had my credit card, and we were getting ready to take a cruise. I had to take my car to a place where I could store it for a week there.
Right.
And I said, well, I'm going to fill it up. That's because I just know in my mind, I think ahead. When everybody gets off that boat,
they're all going down.
And we're all going to be fighting to get out of here. They're going to go to a gas station. I don't want to deal with that. I want to hit the highway and go. So I said, I'm going to fill it up. So we go into this gas station in Miami. I fly my credit card in and start pumping gas. And it wouldn't work. It says, go, and it wouldn't work. And then it says, see cashier, just all of a sudden. What the heck's that?
Yep.
So I went inside, and I gave the guy the card. And he said, well, here, I'll have to swipe it in here. And he swiped it and he gave it back. He said, it's been declined. Now I'm like, what? I'm getting ready to get on this boat. What? So I call the number on the back of it. And the guy gets on there and he asks me all kinds of questions to make sure I'm who I'm supposed to be.
Sure.
And he's asking questions that I don't even have the answers to. And he also tells me on the phone, I can't talk to her. She knows all the answers.
Because he's hollering across. I'm in the pool. And he's hollering across the courtyard, asking me things. And the guy says, you can't ask her. You got to. They asked what my birthday was.
Right.
He should know this.
I did. I said September.
Yeah.
But that's as close as you can
Early
get.
September.
Yeah.
I don't remember dates and stuff. I never did. But finally, we got through all that. And then he says, okay. He said, the reason why, he said, did you swipe your card at a Shell gas station, blah, blah, blah? And I said, yeah. He said, okay, they put a hold on it. He said, that's automatic. I said, who puts a hold on it? He says, Shell does. They charge your credit card like $1 until the credit card clears. I said, but the gas pump told me to take it to the. He said, yeah, you took it in there. He said, he must have done something wrong. He said, it should have cleared, but he gave it back to you. He said, and after that shows suspicious activity.
Right.
And then we automatically shut it off to protect you. So I said, okay, I appreciate that. I said, but I never had a problem with this card in my life. Why here? Here's the key answer. Did you call us and tell us you were going to be traveling? This is back when I first started doing this, and I didn't know anything about it. I said, well, no. He said, it's best to do that. That way we
you're
know
outside
that
of your
you're
area.
not in your at-home area.
Yep.
And I told Sue, I said, this is goofy. If these people think I'm going to call them every time I want to travel somewhere, they're nuts.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And, you know, yeah, I'm looking here. I'm reading two different things and listening to you. So
Cindy G says, I'm not giving up my spot. What spot?
I don't know.
She's talking to somebody else.
Could be.
Maybe the Patreon spot.
Well,
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody the other day. He was talking about some crazy parking he's seen around here and all this stuff. And I said, well, I'll get used to that. That's just a lifestyle here. People parking stupid.
Yeah.
And then he was telling me stories because I had this question about, I don't understand why people do some of the things they do. He said, oh, in Philadelphia, he said, we'll fight you for a parking spot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if that's my parking spot in front of my house,
Yes,
you don't park your car in front of my house in my spot.
Right.
Yeah. And then Faye, we are going to do he said he's going to do the show on Kevin's house Monday. And I said, you get a tour of the house and we'll make sure that we have all your, that you need, phone number, address and everything, because we're not renting it. Kevin is.
Yeah, Kevin is. You have to get
so we will have all his particulars up on that show Monday.
Yeah. So I don't know price or anything. I don't know his rules. You really need to talk to Kevin, and he'll tell you all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
I think he wants to rent it for 3 months. I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk to Kevin. Kevin's got
January through April is what he said. January through April is what he said.
Well, we say January through April. Does that mean April? Or
I'm just telling you that's how he wrote it. If he's still on here, I said, Kevin, define what you mean by January through April.
Put your email in there, Kevin, so that people can get a hold of you.
Email or phone number so they can get a hold of you. Yeah.
Remember, I don't sell houses. I just show them to you.
That's right.
G. Fastbinder wants to know how long of a wait it is to schedule a lifestyle visit. I don't know, but it seems like people really want to come down here in the heat of the summer, and I don't know why, other than to find if they can stand it.
I encourage that.
Yeah.
There's 2 times a year you really want to come down here if you can do it, if you can swing it. You want to come down here anytime between January and March to see exactly how crowded it does get and all the silliness that goes with that. People driving in roundabouts is comical. Finding a place to park.
Stopping in roundabouts.
Oh, yeah, stopping, backing up.
The thing they talk about, the old folks have to go to dinner at 4. Yes, you do to get a seat.
Uh-oh, we're done.
Oh, okay.
Battery.
Nope. Yeah, battery on that one.
Okay.
Okay, that's our 2-hour notification. So we're done. Thanks for coming around.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the moderators for all your help.
Don't leave your keys in the golf cart.
Yeah, remember that.
See you on the other side.
Oh, that was fun. I'm glad I had some time.